Hello everyone again. I am super excited because today we're going to be talking about food, but today I'm going to talk about places to eat in Groningen. So Groningen is a city in the Netherlands. It's about 2 hour train ride up north, and that's the place where I live for almost 2 whole years. I have family and friends there and I love them dearly. And I also love to eat there. I spend so much money eating at certain restaurants there. So I just want to share it to you in case you are visiting Groningen. And I feel like Groningen itself is like a hidden gem. Not a lot of people talk about Groningen. Like even some Dutch people never even been to Groningen. So I want to share in case you go and visit. So I'm gonna have my laptop on where I'm going to show you where to go, like just the Google Maps of it, so you don't feel like lost. I hope. Oh yeah, I want to say I'm gonna share only about maybe give or take 20 places because there's so many places in Groningen, but I also want to prefix that living in the Netherlands, and especially living in Groningen, I noticed that within maybe some places don't last very long, like they'll last like a year or two, but some places are there, like keystone places that have been there forever. The first place. So the first place I recommend is called Big Snack Hoek, which means corner in Dutch, but long story short, this place is where you get your bitterballen, your frikandel, your patat frites, your kipburger, your hamburger, your croquettes, and also the one thing that Groningen is known for is the airbal, which is technically a soft-boiled egg wrapped around with like a curry flour thing, and then it's deep fried, and it's actually really good, and I'm craving it as I speak about it. But yeah, definitely just cafeteria foods. So another place I recommend is Kang Bu Street Food. So this place is more like a Asian fusion cuisines. So you can get like ramen, pho, tom yum, I think so, pad thai maybe, and there's also like edamame, takoyaki, like all just random conglomerate of like Asian cuisines. Overall, I think this place is really good for the vibes and the pricing, and I always get ramen here, last time I remember. I know better pho places and I'm gonna show you, but this is another place to go. The next place I recommend you going to is a little bit farther out, but it's called the Pannenkoekenschip, which is pancake ship in English, and they sell the Dutch pancakes. So they have the poffertjes, which are the Dutch mini pancakes, which are usually just with butter and powdered sugar, but my favorite is like their savory pancakes, like the big ones. And I always get like bacon, ham, cheese, mushrooms, I believe, on it, and it's so big that you can have it for dinner as well. But it's so good and it's not expensive. I think it's like maybe like 16 euros per person, but it's just delicious. And I remember doing this like when it was like one of the last few times we were there. And right around there is the sushi mall. So this is an all-you-can-eat sushi. I highly recommend this place because sushi is quite expensive in Groningen. So for all you can eat for I think 90 minutes or 2 hours, you can get as much sushi you want. So nigiri, there is maki rolls, there is also fried tempura stuff for you, and also some grilled stuff as well, like grilled chicken, lamb chops surprisingly. So don't worry, there's a lot of options, and it's like around 40 euros per person, give or take, and they have like unlimited drinks as well. So like that is something I highly recommend because when in Europe, you know, they charge for drinks and it adds up really fast. So I really appreciate that about Sushi Mall. The issue is it's a long walk in case if you're visiting for only a day. but if you have a bike or know how to bike, it'll be easy to get there. Or a car. Alright, I'm gonna have all my apps open. The next place, this is another all-you-can-eat, and it's in the city center, is viet-american. So this is where you get Korean barbecue. So this is my favorite Korean barbecue place because it's all you can eat for 2 hours, I think so. And then they have really good option for like, they have Korean barbecue stuff, but also dim sum stuff and sushi as well. Their sushi is like not the best, that's why I recommend Sushi Mall. But grilling the meat, viet-american is good, but also dim sum is really good. Dim sum is really expensive in the Netherlands, so for an all-you-can-eat option, I think it was worth it. So keep that in mind. And this is the only place that has salmon sashimi, part of the all-you-can-eat. I remember I was like slurping salmon sashimi, like just slurping it like water. And yeah, but my only issue is this place, they charge drinks, including water, like still or sparkling. So because of that, you'll think the price is low, but then you end up paying a lot because you spent it most on drinks because you're dehydrated from eating all this food. So yeah, keep that in mind. Moving a little bit away from Asian stuff, I love a good pizza in Europe, and Napoli is a very good pizza. So this is the pizza with the fork and knife, but my favorite, yeah, they have so much options of pizzas. I remember it's like 2 pages of pizzas, and they're all delicious and a little bit inexpensive. I remember their salad is also really good as well, but these are huge portions, and it's only around like 20 euros per person max. So highly recommend this place. Big portions, delicious, and it's always popular on the weekends because of the location, but also it's actually pretty good. So if you want Italian food in Groningen, I recommend Napoli. Now, if you want pasta to go, my go-to place is called Helpman Pasta. So this is more of a grab and go. It's a little bit outside of the city circle, Centrum, I mean, but it has really good pasta. Like, that's all I gotta say. My favorite is like their truffle pasta, and then I add like chicken. It's delicious, and it's again around 10 to 15 euros per person, and you get like a big bowl of pasta, and it's so creamy. They do it really well here. Right next door to it is Mandi House, and this is more recent. It's a little bit, I still dream about this tea, but it's a Yemeni restaurant, and they have like delicious rice, and then you eat it with like maybe chicken or lamb, and yeah, like that. All I gotta say, it's my first time eating Yemeni food, and it's so good. It's so good. Also throughout the video, as you can tell, I like put snippets of pictures I took of the food, so you don't get bored of me just sitting here talking about food and salivating. Like, I'm gonna salivate editing this video. But yeah. Okay, moving away, let's go back to my Viet community. I'm gonna show you Mr. Dam. So Mr. Dam is like a place that sells banh mi, and it's like kind of everywhere around the city. But I'm gonna go to the first place that I ever visited, and it's near the university, and it's so cheap. It's like 8 euros for banh mi, which is just a Vietnamese baguette, but inside it just could be whatever meat you want. They're really good for their beef or their pork belly, and then with some vegetables and everything. It's perfect, inexpensive, and delicious. So definitely get it there. I know they are expanding in other parts of Netherlands, but it is such a staple in Groningen. Like, it's everywhere in Groningen, and yeah, highly recommend. For pho, like I said earlier, Pho Saigon is my favorite pho place. This also gets quite popular as well, so you definitely need to make a reservation sometimes. But this place has the best pho. I tried the other dishes, not my favorite, if I'm going to be completely honest. But if you want their pho đặc biệt, their pho Thai, they nail it. It's really good. Another place I like to go I love seafood and I love sushi. So Sushito, they do poke bowls. It's in the city center. And here's a trick. Uber Eats sometimes have a buy one get one, and I think that's completely worth it for their salmon poke bowl. So it's quite around $14, but it's a good portion of everything, like mostly vegetables, but I love their wasabi aioli sauce. There's wasabi sauce, and I wish they could put more sashimi or raw fish in it, but you know, it's still pretty good. But talking about sushi, if you want to grab and go sushi, I recommend Sushi Point in Groningen. It's just maki rolls and sashimi, and they do deliver to your place. So yeah, just stay at home sushi food that is reliable in Groningen is definitely there. My new place that we were so sad when we decided to leave Groningen is Roots and Routes in a little bit area, but it's still in the city center. And this is Caribbean food. I think Caribbean is such a big place to be just saying just the Caribbean, but they have delicious pistaches, and I love their homemade tea. Although people might think it's just liquid sugar that I have an addiction to, which they are most likely right, but I really love their pistaches, and I think I have pictures of it, but it recently just opened, and it's a cafe, so they close before 5, I think so, but again, it is one of my favorite places. So I'm gonna end it by telling you my favorite kibbeling ever. I went to most cities in the Netherlands, and my favorite kibbeling is actually in Groningen. So this place is called viet-american, and this is far. Like, if you are visiting Groningen for one day, I highly recommend not going here. But if you are living in the Netherlands and want to try really good kibbeling, like I even bought their seasoning to bring back to the States, this is the place to go. It's like they double fry their kibbeling, and it's delicious. And I realize people might not know what kibbeling is. It's just fried fish, like battered fried fish. And this is so good. But they have so many delicious places as well. Like, so many locals go here every single day. Actually, on the weekends, just good luck finding a table, but it is absolutely delicious. Now, moving away from talking about food, I'm salivating while thinking about this, which makes me realize I need to make my own food. I'm going to talk about drinks because, you know, I love drinking. So most of the drinking places I'm going to recommend is actually in the city center. So if you're only spending a few days in Groningen, these are the places to go. First place, Café de Prince. If you're going on a weekday, I know one certain day, maybe Wednesday or something, it's like half off on cocktails, and their cocktails are actually pretty decent. I do think if you're a professional cocktail bartender and maker, you won't think that, but this place is great. It's also a gay bar, and there's really good music to dance to at night in the corner. But yeah, great place, great drinks, and it's like a cute vibe. It's a really cute vibe. Another place I enjoy is Dorothy Bar. So this is also a drag bar. They do cocktails, I think half off before like 8 or 9, which I highly recommend to get by that time, because later at night, before the drag performance, it literally fills up. Like, it's so crowded. And because I went to the Dorothy drag bar usually by myself, I ended up getting to talk to the bartenders, which they are lovely. So highly recommend. And if you love drag, definitely check it out. It's amazing to see drag at different countries. Next I love is Mr. Mofongo. Alright, so Mr. Mofongo is good for drinks. They have like a cocktail bar next to them, and then you can go all the way up, and the vibe is like immaculate. It's so cool, and I like that they do cocktails like every year or maybe every season, where they focus on a certain continent. I remember the first time I went, or not even continent, certain regions. The first time I went, it was like Southeast Asian. So like there was like drinks inspired by Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, which are like, you know, where I'm from. So it was just really nice to, well, where my origins from, it was really nice to see. Their food is shit, don't even bother. Service is doo-doo caca. But their cocktails is actually one of my favorite places. I went there like quite often, at least once a year, just to get one drink or something. So yeah. But talking about the best cocktails is the stock room. So the stock room itself, oh my goodness, the service is amazing. Every bartender there are really nice. I love sitting at the bar. However, I do know how busy this place could get, but it's a bar inspired by the American Prohibition era, so it's like kind of hidden. You won't notice when you're just walking on the streets, but inside it's like beautiful. And they make their drinks, I think they switch their drinks quite seasonally, so I can't even give you a recommendation, because by the time you're watching this and wanting to go, it most likely will have a different drink. But the bartenders there are really smart. They will ask what you want and they will help you through the whole process. Love this place. I think we went to this place twice before we left, because it's hard to find a good speakeasy, especially in Boston. Went to a couple of speakeasies in the southern states, and they're so much better than the Northeast. But yeah, like this vibe was really cool. It's more on like pricier, expensive side, but it's a really good experience. They have liquor from like different regions, so I thought that was really cool. Yeah, like my cousin came to visit and they think about this place a lot. So another place that I know that doesn't fail, that is also good for drinks and also for food, actually, quite honestly, is Hemingway Cuba. So it's Cuban food, tapa inspired, so portions are quite small, but drinks are quite heavy. And I know certain dates they have like dance nights as well, so if you are a dancer, you like salsa, bachata, definitely go here. Or even tango. I don't even know what they have. Every time we go there, like they're like, oh, they're not doing it, but I went there for drinks and I love getting drinks there as well. So yeah, I think I gave you guys what, like almost 20 options to eat and drink in Groningen. I hope this inspires you to visit Groningen, and I hope you guys eat and drink for me. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a really great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!